Dear students, good evening. Last class we discussed about the two chapters, right? What is called metrology and density and viscosity measurement, right? So under this we are lefting, I think, mm, I think it is, yeah, hardware gas bridge, hardware gas bridge, uh, the density measurement, the density measurement. So we see later this one, right? And this time you see the chapter 3. So what is chapter 3? The chapter 3 of your industrial instrumentation 2 having two parts. So one is velocity measurement and the next one is acceleration measurement. So these two concepts are available in this chapter 3 of IH2, right? So under this velocity, what are the concepts available? Electromagnetic type, velocity meter, and revolution counter, tachometers, maybe capacitive type, breakup type, tacho generators like AC and DC types, and the most important one is roboscope. Roboscope. So this time we see how much time is permitted. We see we cover some of the concepts in this velocity measurement, right? Okay. Yeah. Uh, Generally, we can uh, we can have uh, we can have the relation like this. How do you define that velocity? Velocity can be defined like rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Nothing but acceleration. Right? Sinusoidal displacement so called what is called vibration. So you have to know difference between velocity, acceleration, and vibration. So here the velocity we are going to talk about this one. So we can write velocity nothing but dx by dt. So what is x? X refers to displacement. It is displacement. Generally, if you represent x, if you represent x, that is linear displacement. Linear displacement. Suppose if you represent theta, small theta, it is nothing but angular displacement. Angular displacement. అక్కడ పోనా అక్కడ పోనా మన అక్కడ పో అక్కడ పో So the velocity may be here linear, sometimes angular, sometimes angular. Uh, so as per our syllabus, it is all our you can in other words you can say it is speed. Nothing but we are indirectly measuring speed. Nothing but velocity. Here velocity, rate of change of displacement. So these are all the units of the speed. We are writing like it. October, Arumle. Christy, we have this one. So these are the units of the speed. Meters per second, kilometers per hour, miles per hour, feet per second. So the speed of light in vacuum is one of the natural units. Revolutions per minute. Also other units of the speed or angular velocity. So in this velocities we have linear velocity and angular velocity, right? Linear velocity may be like this. Linear velocity can be measured with the help of electromagnetic transducer. Electromagnetic transducer. So in the IA1, you have to know. I think you already know velocity measurement. So what? How do you visualize this electromagnetic transducer? The electromagnetic transducer comprises of a, a rod, a iron rod. This rod is provided within the coil. Within the coil. So when for the rod, if you apply any angular, any linear velocity, the rod is going to move. Rod means here not iron rod, it is a magnet. It is a magnet. So when you apply a linear velocity to the magnet, that magnet will move within the coil, coil, within the coil. So when the magnet is going to move within the coil, EMF is induced in the coil. That EMF is proportional to linear velocity of the unknown. So it's called moving magnet type. Moving magnet type. Sometimes fix the magnet, move the coil. Fix the magnet, move the coil. For the coil, you apply some velocity, linear velocity. So coil is going to move. When the coil is going to move, what happens? It induces some EMF. So here two types. Electromagnetic transducer means here either magnet or coil. Any one of these you can design as electromagnetic transducer. But the concept is same. So the EMF induced proportional to d phi by dt, where phi nothing but flux, nothing but flux. N nothing but number of turns, number of turns. We are winding the coil on the insulator, right? So that's called number of turns. E equal to n d phi by dt. If n is fixed, EMF induced EMF nothing but rate of change of flux. Rate of change of flux. So based on this principle, the electromagnetic transfer is going to work. So this velocity is nothing proportional to our linear velocity. Linear velocity. So where it is going to apply? For vehicles in highways, you can measure it. Missile targeting, tracking movement of the aircraft. So all these cases, this can be applied linearly. Okay, and see angular velocities. So what happens? This velocity of a body moving in rotational fashion. So we are measuring in revolutions per minute or radians per second. So we want to measure that velocity, angular velocity, linear and angular velocities. Linear can be done with the help of electromagnetic transducer. Angular can be done with the help of tachometers. With the help of tachometers. See, measuring methods, angular velocity. Generally, the speed is calculated using tachometers, which calculates the angular speed in revolutions per minute of the object and convert it into required form. What are the types of tachometers available? It will be mechanical type, electric type. Okay, mechanical, electric. So mechanical means what? Associated only with mechanical units to measure the speed. Electric means here associated with transducer for converting rotation speed to electrical quantity. That electrical signal is proportional to speed or angular velocity. I think you are the same concepts also available in the IA1, but I don't know whether you are studied under this IA1. I don't know, but the same concepts also available in the IA1, measurement of velocity, right? Mr. Vinay is available.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, it is a revision for you because the same concepts are available in the A2 also. Okay. So this may be like this. You can distinguish the tachometers between mechanical and electrical. Here, mechanical means say revolution counter with time counter, centrifugal force tachometers, resonance tachometers. But electrical tachometers means maybe eddy current drag of magnetic types or electric generators tachometers like DC tachometer, AC tachometer. Sometimes contactless is called digital methods. Contactless means digital methods. Frequency type tachometer, ignition type, stroboscopic tachometer, capacitive tachometer. But these are not available in the syllabus. Only some of the concepts available. Okay. Okay, what is capacitor tachometer? Capacitive tachometer. Capacitive tachometer, see the diagram I'm going to show here. Yeah. To measure rotational speed, you can have capacitive tachometer. So this is the capacitor is connected to the wiper. It is going to rotate. It is going to rotate like this. Okay. And supplied EMF voltage and changing potential meter here. You can change the, you can select the required value of R, and here possibility switch is provided, and for measuring the current, reading out the voltage or current or direct speed in terms of RPM or radians per second. What happens when this is going to move? The capacitor is going to charge and discharge. Charge and discharge. So see this. To measure direction of rotation along with rotation speed, speed. This is also the same diagram we are projecting like this. This direction or this direction or this direction. Anyway, the capacitor acting that develops some EMF across based upon the charging and discharging. See, circuit 1, circuit 2 available. Okay, capacitor rotary switch with rotary positions P1 and P2, EMmeter to indicate discharge current, power supply and resistors are available. The capacitor is charging when the rotary switch is in position 1, and due to rotation the rotary switch will go to position 2, where discharge of current takes place through ammeter. You see, this mechanism is repeated as rotation takes place continuously. So thus the charging and discharging activity depends on the speed of the rotation of the device. Okay. Thus the discharge current indicates average speed of the device. Average discharge current can be write I equal to RCW. RCW. So what is W? Rotational displacement. C, capacitor value, charging value. R is the resistance to be selected. So measurement of direction of rotation along with rotation speed is possible in the diagram 2. When the direction of rotation reverses, the direction of current also gets changed since the polarity of the capacitor changes. The range of instrument can be changed by changing the drain supply voltage and capacity. So this with this structure, we can measure the speed with the capacitive contours. Sometimes eddy current, drag up, magnetic drag tachometer principle. So what is this? So what is this? In this type, an EMF is induced. Kumadu, 50. An EMF is induced due to change in magnetic flux. An EMF is induced. Okay. What it means? What it means? That means an analog signal is produced in the form of continuous drag cup. Continuous drag due to eddy current induced in the cup, which is proportional to speed. That means, see the construction, you can understand the meaning of eddy current or drag cup type tachometer. In this, see the diagram, eddy current drag cup or magnetic drag cup tachometer. So it is a steel cup and it is a shaft. Through this, the speed is going to be measured. So it is a magnet, permanent magnet, and it is a cup, a drag cup. It is connected to spring, having displacement theta, rotation displacement, and it is a scale for indication. Or on the scale there is a pointer which points the speed in terms of RPM. Okay, this is aluminum disc. Okay, so in this diagram, what happens? If you connect any body, moving body to the shaft is rotating. When the shaft is rotating, magnet is rotating. When magnet is rotating in the free space of this cup, it cuts the magnetic flux lines. So what happens? EMF is induced. That EMF is proportional to 0.8 on the scale. That is proportional to the value of the speed, value of the angular velocity. It is nothing but drag cup. So we are showing a drag cup. The shape is like this, enclosed manner. Okay. In this, generally, these are generally the track cup. The track cup tachometer is very much useful for measuring angular velocities. Yeah. See here I am writing all this information here. A permanent magnet is connected to the shaft whose speed is to be measured. An aluminum disc or drag cup is fixed closer to rotating magnet. Drag cup is self-possessed by a control spring and pointer arrangement as shown. Due to angular rotation of the shaft, this one, the magnet also rotates continuously. So that the magnetic flux cuts the drag cup and intense EMF is produced. So the EMF generates an eddy current in the cup. This eddy current opposes the magnetic flux and torque is produced, which tends to drag or rotate the drag cup along the rotation of the magnet. Due to this action, angular rotation is indicated by the pointer via spring setup, which is proportional to angular speed, which is unknown. Is unknown. Like this. This is called like this. Okay. Next one. See, electrical generator tachometers. Electrical generator tachometers. So that the tachometers are mechanical devices. They are mechanical devices. Sometimes in the early days we are using, but sometimes they are comes under electrical. Because the transducer that converts rotation speed directly into electrical signals. Electrical signal in an induction pickup type. Such types tachometers are used for speed control of rotating equipment. Electric generator tachometers are maybe AC tachometer or DC tachometer, tacho generator. Okay, so DC tacho generator means, yeah, see that DC tacho generator. So there is a rotor, surrounded by a stator, a magnet, okay, magnet, stator. Okay, so this rotor we are winding with the coil, which comprises a commutator, right? So what happens when for this rotor, if you apply any displacement, rotational displacement, rotor rotates. Where is the rotor? This rotor is in the permanent magnet. So when the rotor rotates in the magnet, an EMF is induced. That EMF is nothing but E0. That E0 is going to be measured. E0 equal to C NP NC omega 5p into 10 power minus 8 by 60 NPP. So where see E0 proportional to omega, that you have to observe. E0 proportional to omega. When speed is more, rotation is more, so that E0 is more. Same, the same we can depict like this also. See, shaft is a core, armature. Otherwise, it is called armature. It is a magnet. It is called brushes and commutator. Here we are collecting some voltage. This E0 we are collecting here. Okay. When you apply any unknown speed, this shaft rotates. Hence, armature rotates in the permanent magnet. So we can have an EMF that is collected here, which is proportional to speed omega. Okay, this is maybe have some advantages. Polarity of output voltage indicates direction of the rotation. Polarity of the output voltage indicates direction of rotation. So the body rotates clockwise or anti-clockwise. That we can know easily with the polarity of the induced voltage. Normally, E not equal to 10 millivolts per RPM, which can be measured during conventional type DC voltmeters. Okay, there will be some disadvantages. The brush noise and ripples are source of disturbances. This brush noise, so commutator, this creates some noises, disturbances. Of course, they need periodic maintenance. You have to clean properly always. So the magnetic flux is changed non-linearly if armature current is large. These are disadvantages available in the DC tachometer. In the AC tachometer, the same principle, an EMF is induced due to change in permanent magnetic flux. This is a principle. An EMF is induced due to change in permanent magnetic flux. The induced EMF is proportional to flux and rotational speed. Rotational speed. See the structure. It is a coil. It is coil. It is magnet. It is magnet. This magnet is rotating within the stator. Within the stator. It creates some voltage that is connected to a bridge circuit. A bridge circuit followed by a capacitor and indicating meter, which is calibrated to read directly the speed. This is the same diagram we are representing like this. From this, the permanent magnet AC generator. This is the rectifier and filter and indicator. So when you apply this rotation displacement, this magnet is rotating. So what happens? An EMF is induced due to change in magnetic flux. So when it is rotating, it changes the flux. Changes the flux. That EMF is collected and measured here, proportional to this. Okay. Now I am going to stop here. Tomorrow we'll see remaining concepts in the chapter 3 of velocity measurement. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask.